welcome to Research Bites, your daily dose of science news. When we talk of force, most of us go back to our physics lessons and think of gravitational force or electromagnetic force. But there is one vital force that holds life together, the force in our cells. If you are wondering what that is, let's start with understanding the cell. Our body is made up of trillions of tiny little units called cells that come in many shapes and sizes and perform a myriad of functions. They come together to form structures like tissues and interact with one another through their cell membranes. Anything that needs to go in or out of the cell needs to knock on this membrane. Substances that cannot pass through the cell membrane get into the cell through a process called endocytosis. The cell membrane invaginates or bends inside and forms a vesicle or a bag-like structure enclosing the entering substance. In another process called exocytosis, those that are inside the cell are transported outside by a similar mechanism. Imagine each time you enter a room, you take in the door and a portion of the wall with you. If the membrane is not carefully put back each time through exocytosis, the cell will shrink or enlarge. In a recent study that was published in the journal Nature Communications, researchers tried to understand how cells maintain their shape in spite of expelling material from their membrane. The study found that the answer to what makes the cells stay stable lies in a force called membrane tension. The researchers have also identified a particular pathway that can quickly sense and respond to changes in the membrane tension. The researchers also identified a critical molecule called vinculin that helps to translate the physics in the membrane tension to a biochemical process in the cell to facilitate movement of particles. Vinculin remains closed under low forces, while under higher forces, it changes its conformation and opens up like a hairpin that is being pried open under force. When vinculin opens up, it inhibits a pathway and results in regulating the response to membrane tension. This helps maintain homeostasis, a steady state inside the cell. The findings of the study reveal how every moment our cells are continually measuring and responding to changes in the force within them to sustain what we call life. So now you know, when General Dodonna of Star Wars said, "May the Force be with you," he meant it literally. Thank you for listening. This podcast was brought to you by Research Matters, a SciComm initiative by Gubi Labs. For more science-based stories, podcasts, and news, log on to our website www.researchmatters.in.